Hey guys, welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Christia DeShields with a Grammy under his belt, over 10 GMA nominations and 3 Stellar Awards. Artist, producer, songwriter JR joins me in the studio.
Yes.
And we were just talking about how does it feel to have made it, you know?
Yeah.
You made it without leaving St. Louis.
Yeah. You know, it's a blessing, man. It's almost too surreal for me. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, wow, I'm a Grammy Award winning producer. And the words that come out my mouth are they just come back to me and they hit me, because I think about like some of my friends in the industry, like Brad Young, who's from St. Louis as well. We used to dream about this, you know, 15, 16-year-old when we first started getting into music, and never really, you know, it's not something that you wake up every morning thinking about. You wake up in the morning trying to go to just the next level. How do I meet this person? How do I get this placement? But to see that the fruit of my labor from these last 10 years have equated to a Grammy, I mean, it blows my mind, and so my son, he was with me, for him to be able to experience his dad winning a Grammy as a producer for a Grammy-winning album. I'm speechless, I'm speechless just to see that it's happening like this, and that I'm not in Atlanta. I'm not based out of LA or New York or Philadelphia. I'm in St. Louis, and that means a lot to me, that means a lot to me. So I'm very proud to be able to bring that back home and be able to share with other artists and producers like it's possible. You just gotta stay on your grind.
Let's talk Grammys. Take us a little bit through that night and what happened.
Well,
because you had been nominated before, but didn't win. But this time you were like,
it was such a surprise. People don't realize that 90% of the awards take place before the awards that you see on TV. So they pick 10 awards probably out of like 50, 60 awards that actually take place at the whole Grammys. And so it's pretty laid back, and see all these people from all over the world, from tribal music to underground bands to underground hip hop bands to best soundtrack, or it's just all these different categories that they would never have time. So people are pretty reserved, and it's not a big show at that moment. You just come in and it's like, oh, here's the pre-show. But especially we didn't think that we were going to win. Yeah, we didn't expect to win, because we've been here before, been nominated over 3 or 4 times. But when they said Gospel Album of the Year goes to Lecrae.
Did you guys go wild, or were you just kind of speechless?
We were kind of speechless, But all of a sudden, the text messages start flowing, and my Facebook and Twitter
was just blowing up.
Pow, 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 pow. So I'm just like, looking at my man. And it's funny, Lecrae didn't even accept his own award because he was out on the red carpet talking to somebody. So Street Symphony went up and got it for him. But nonetheless, man, we all felt, I've been with Lecrae. His biggest song, which is Jesus Music, I produce.
Right.
And even his biggest songs after that is like I've always been a part of the ride. Right. So
it's nice to see.
It was nice to see it, yeah.
I want to play a quick game with you real quick. I'm going to name a few artists, and you give me the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
Okay, how about Nicki Minaj?
Flamboyant.
Justin Timberlake, he's got a new song out.
Yes. Talented.
Talented. What about Mary Mary? Take it to the gospel.
Mary Mary. Let's see. Genuine.
Lady Gaga.
Extravagant.
What about Bruno Mars?
One man show.
One man. He is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lecrae.
Wow. I would say integrity.
Yeah.
What you see on record is what you get in person.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are some artists that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
Let's see. Wow. I would love to work with Justin Timberlake. One of my homegirls from St. Louis, I've always loved her since she was on American Idol. But Aloha, Amisha, she's, it's funny, we actually did 2 records together. So that happened. I would love to work with Sade, just to name a few.
Yeah. Well, that's so great. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I always love talking to you. You have such great interviews, such great energy.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. You guys, you can check out JR. It's So Hot Music. That's right. SoHotMusic.com for more information. Just thank you so much, and congrats on your Grammy. And you're recently a brand new father again to a baby girl. So congratulations on that too.
Thank you.
You guys, when we return to STL TV Live, you'll meet a local director who's bringing 2 powerful civil rights rights leaders back to life. Keep it right here on STL TV.